guys, welcome back to the Tilly Family Farm. So it's been 4 weeks since I last posted a video. It's been pretty hectic around here, and I'll kind of go over with all what's been going on. But it's been a little sad, and I'm currently going through some things that I'll share with you here in just a minute. But I was only planning on taking off a couple weeks because me and my sister were having a garage sale. So if you've ever done that, you know how preparing, going through all your stuff, getting it all priced, getting it all organized, getting it all together, basically setting up your tables, putting out your signs, everything that you just have to do. It's just pretty hectic. And I was planning on just taking off a couple weeks for that and then coming back and shooting some videos. But just before our garage sale, I had a goat that was very sick. And the day that I was taking stuff over to my sister's house to get set up for the garage sale, my goat passed away. So I had to bury him. Thank God I have a tractor with a backhoe on it, so it's pretty easy to take care of. But I don't know what happened. I just know that he got really sick, and he was one of my smaller male goats, so I kind of thought at first that maybe the bigger goats had, sorry about that, had headbutted him or hurt him in some way because he was just acting off. And but anyways, then during the garage sale, I had another goat that she recently had babies, and the babies were 8-9 weeks old. And I noticed she was really thin, but I didn't think a whole lot about it because the babies were getting older, and they were, I figured they were just bringing her down. So I started boosting her feed intake, which she was still eating, still running with the herd, and all that. But with everything going on, I guess I just didn't think about it. But I had forgotten to worm her. You're supposed to worm them after they give birth because it's a stressful time for them, and it's a time that worms can thrive, and you're supposed to worm them. And I had forgotten with the garage sale and everything that was going on and all that, and just life. I mentioned before I have a full-time job, so I'm a single mom taking care of my son, and he was going to Florida on a trip with church. It's been pretty busy around here, so I guess I just forgot. But when I noticed that she was really sick, within 2 days, she passed away. So I kind of started thinking that I realized that she may have had a worm overload. Well, right after that, I had another goat that I noticed that she was anemic. Because I started looking at all my other goats when that one passed away that I figured was probably from worms. I got everybody up on the goat stand and started looking at everybody and checking them out, and found another one. So I've been treating her for the barber pole worm, and that's usually when they're really anemic. That points toward the barber pole worm because it's a blood-sucking worm, and it attaches to their stomach and sucks out all the blood, causes them to be anemic. And how you check is through their eyelids. When you pull down their eyelid, it's called the Phoenicia chart. It's a 1 through 5, 1 being the best. I think I may have it backwards, but anyway, she was in the high range of anemia, which is fatal. So I immediately started treating her for the barber pole worm and started treating her for anemia treatments. And she is currently pulling through. She's thriving. She's my other girl that has a set of twins as well. But so far, she's doing well. She never stopped stride. She's eating, um, doing what a mama goat does, and sticking with the herd, and yeah, acting normal. In other words, so last week, um, this is fast forward after the garage sale. 2 weeks later, I have another goat that I went out and one evening and checked on all my goats, because it's been a pattern. After I've been noticing all my goats being sick and stuff, I've kind of paid a little bit more attention to them, and something told me that evening just to go out and check on everybody. And when I went out, one of my little boy goats was off to himself, sleeping behind the barn, and they never do that. They always sleep beside the barn or inside the barn. And he was around to the back of the barn all by himself. So I immediately pulled him out and started looking at him and checked his eyelids, and his phomacia was bad. So I started treating him for the barber pole and started giving him anemia treatments. He was eating pretty good, acting normal other than being off by himself. So I secluded him in one of the barn stalls and made sure he had clean water, his minerals, he had food set aside. I had tree branches that I cut off for him and stuck in there, fresh hay, and he was all eating and acting normal. And then all of a sudden, he started going down. His appetite started decreasing and decreasing day by day. So last week, this leads up to last week, where I had, I think it was on Wednesday, when Bo, which is the little goat I'm referring to, he started really going downhill. So I took off work Thursday and Friday because I was up all night Wednesday night with him. Didn't go to bed till like 4 in the morning, and there's no way I could get up at 6:30 the next morning and go to work. So I called in, and my job is very forgiving. In incidences like that, when I need to take off, I can pretty much take off as long as I have the time for it. But anyway, it's been very tiring and very hectic, very stressful. He starts doing better, and then he starts doing worse. At first he had a small grade fever, which I gave him some medicine for, and that immediately went away. And for 6 days he had no fever. And now all of a sudden, yesterday, I think he had a slight fever, so I gave him some medicine, and he's been fine all today. And I'm a member of this goat forum. I don't know if I can say the name or not. If you're interested in it, let me know, and I can tell you behind the scenes, Facebook or whatever. But I just don't want to put it out there because I don't know if I can do that or not. But anyway, I've been in touch with those guys, and they're helping me a lot. What to do as far as medications, and how to kind of help him along. And today I had to give him an antibiotic because they thought that maybe he might be having some type of infection that's causing him not to feel like he wants to eat. Because that's what I've been battling the past 2 days, is he just does not want to eat. So I've been having to supplementing with this stuff that's called Dine. It's high in calories, high in protein, and gives him everything that he needs, and tries to keep his rumen going. Because once that stops, you got a whole nother issue. But anyway, today it was suggested that I give him some antibiotic, which I did. And in about 15-20 minutes, he started kind of nibbling on some grass. So I thought, okay, yeah, it's doing better. Well, then he started laying around again and acting like he's just tired. Just doesn't want to do anything. I was like, well, let me check his temperature. Well, it shot up to 105.1, and the normal range is 101.3, I think, to 103.5, and his was 105.1. So I immediately gave him some pain meds. It's ibuprofen, 200 milligrams of ibuprofen. That put a little pill in a bottle of water or a glass of water and let it melt, and then drench him with it. And after that, he started to nibble on some hay a little bit, and now he's laying down. He's just sleeping. So I don't know what's going on with him, or what I'm gonna do, if I'm just gonna keep maintaining this, or if I'm gonna have to end up taking him to Texas A&M. I'm not real sure yet. I've been trying to avoid that, but I've been dealing with him now for over a week, and it's very stressful, very stressful. I also have a doe that's about to kid, like any minute now. I'm kind of watching her through the night as well, and all day today, and but my garden has been neglected, very neglected. The squash and the tomatoes and the corn have all started to play out. And matter of fact, I've pulled a lot of the corn up. Got a lot of weeds in my garden. My lettuces I've let go, and my kale. The only things that are really thriving is I still have lots of cucumbers, and my okra is doing well, and my watermelons are growing. I just fed them last night with some fertilizer, so I really want those to do well. I got a few little watermelons growing on there. They're about maybe a couple inches, inch to 2 inches. And I got some cantaloupes that are doing well. But I'll show you right quick what's going on with the garden, and I'll show you a little bowl, because I got him right here on the patio at the house here, where I've been able to keep an eye on him. But let me show you. Oh, oops, sorry. Let me show you this too. This was a little project I did. This was my sister's old baby bed that she was going to throw away after the garage sale. So I took it and made a hay feeder out of it. And it's been working really great, because it's been perfect right here on the patio. I got Bo's little buffet of things here, as you can see. His alfalfa hay. And anyway, but this is Bo. He's over here just chilling out right now, sleeping. Bo, how you doing, buddy? How you feeling? You don't feel good, do you, sweetheart? Yeah. You don't feel good, do you? Let's see if he'll let me show you. Let's see how white his gums are. It looks like almost as white as his fur, which is terrible. I mean, it's kind of like a dog when you check their gums, if they're real white. But here's my garden. This is where my corn was here. I did get about 10 to 12 ears of corn. I did pull up some carrots the other day, and they're about this long, so I'm just letting them grow. If they make it, they make it. At this point, my garden is not my top priority. My animals are. So, but I have cucumbers here that I think, see how thin they are? I think they're just not getting enough water. This heat has just been killing them. And I have not had time to get in here and water things, but you see a pretty good size one right there. And then I got all these over here. So here, these are pickling cucumbers that kind of growing up on here. Little cucumbers here. Here's my okra. Okra's doing really well. See, I got some here that I could probably, well, this one for sure needs to be picked. The flowers died on the end. That's usually about when I pick them, when they get that big. But let's see here. There's some more. Yep, and more. It's doing really well. But here's my squash. As you can see, it's starting to die off. I got a couple of zucchinis in here. But they're not gonna make it. Yeah, they're starting to get yellow and stuff on the end. They're not looking too good. I need to just pull those up and toss them. But here's my watermelons. They're doing really well. Here's one of my melons right there. They're doing really good. There's another one in here somewhere I saw. It's about the same length as the other. I don't remember where it was, but it's in there. I had one on the outside here, but I think that little rooster got to it. He pecked it. It caused it to die. See here? Pulled it off. Here's the other melon. Right here. Hey there. Oh, there's another one right here. This one's pretty big. I really hope the melons do well. I love watermelon. If I can grow those, that'd be a success for me. Here's some of my squash that's left over. It's still producing here and there. You see some little squash in there. This is a plant that just happened to come up on its own, so see what happens. And I got some flowers popping up here that I had planted. My cantaloupes. You see here my little cantaloupes. I got some bigger ones here. There's one. And I got two under here that are pretty decent size. Right there. Oh, and that one on the ground there. Oh, I'll be really happy if those do well. But here's what's left of my lettuces and kale down there. Like I say, the weeds have just taken over. My green beans did not do good this year. They were a flop. I don't know if I didn't have enough water to them or if something got to them. You can see how brown they are. But we've been dealing with some pretty hot days here in the past 4 weeks. So, and like I said, I've been so busy, I haven't had a chance to water things and really care for things. But here's my little Mr. Stacky with my spices coming along here. Somehow it's hanging on. Cilantro, oregano, rosemary, and sage. So it's doing pretty good. But you can see that's my yard. It's just a mess too. Everything's overgrown and taken over, but it's been a little crazy around here lately. So it's kind of been hard. This is that time when you're single and things go wrong, and especially when you got animals, and times get hard. But you just gotta keep trucking along and do what you can do. You know, let's go out here and check and see if we got any baby goats. I don't know that she was gonna have them today or not, but she was starting to show signs that she's about the kid. So just what I needed, some more baby goats, but they're so sweet you can't help but love them. So, let's see here. Got these little guys here taking a nap. Yep. This was my other goat that I was treating for anemia on the barber pole that is doing well. She's the mother of these two. Golly darn. I keep dropping this. Sorry, y'all. Try to fix it here. Stop that. So, yeah, she's the mother of these two. So she's doing okay. But my little geese, I haven't had a chance to introduce y'all to my new geese. They were little bitty guys when I first got them, and they're getting pretty big. Chilling in the pool. Yeah, y'all in the perfect spot. That's the two little babies that lost their mom, the one I was telling you about. But I finally figured out I had a case of barber pole. But these two guys, she had already pretty much had weaned them when she passed away. So thank God I didn't have to bottle feed these guys. This is April. And this is Ace here. So they're doing well. They missed their mom at first. They called out for her. But it was sad. Really sad. But I got this pasture all cleaned up real good and cleaned this barn out really good this past weekend. Me and my son been out here working hard, trying to clean up. That's one thing too, to try to fight that barber pole worm, is you won't try to keep the poop off the ground, because that's how it's passed through goat. That's the life cycle. It goes through the goat, out the goat. And if they're eating or nibbling the hay or anything off the ground, or the grasses, even the barber pole sits in that grass. Late in the evening, it'll come up, and then early in the morning, it comes up onto the upper part of the grass. So when the goats eat that grass, they ingest that worm and it gets into their stomach. Then that's the cycle. So what I've done is got the guys off. I have my boy goats over here, if you remember. I got all the goats off of that pasture. I'm going to let that pasture sit for 30 days so that life cycle of that worm will die. And then I'll do the same thing on this pasture when I get that one in 30 days, when that one's done. But this is my only intact male right now, other than little Bo, the one that's sick. So he has a buck apron on, if you can see. That keeps him from getting my girls pregnant. See there? That is a buck apron. So he's a wether, so I don't have to worry about that. Let's go check and see if we got any little baby goats in here. Faith, where's Faith at? I don't see Faith. She's hard to see because she's black. Jet black. She may be out in the field out here having those kids. Let's see. Okay, so I walked the whole back field and I could not find Faith. Starting to panic. Thought I'd come in here and check in the chicken pen. Looked behind the barn. Did not see her. And she is right here. Chilling out inside the chicken coop. Girl, are you fixing to have babies? What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? Why you scare me like that? Hmm? See if I can get her up. Get her out of here. I can get these rocks out of my shoe. Okay, Faith. Come on, girl. Yeah. She doesn't seem like she has anything currently going on. As you can see, she has a full milk bag there. Yeah. Her sides have dropped and her tail is down. And she kind of carries it funny. She has milk too. I checked up this morning. Any day. Kind of thought she would have them today. Yesterday or today. She hadn't had them yet, so I don't know. Still on baby watch. So, all right. So that's what's been going on here for the past 4 weeks. So you guys kind of bear with me, and I'll get my videos start coming out again. Just trying to get everybody well and get everybody taken care of, including myself. I've had a lot of broken sleep in the past 2 weeks, I would say. So it's been a little hectic around here. So I appreciate y'all watching. Appreciate you checking back in. Don't give up on me yet, please. And I want to get these guys fed and then get back over and check on Bo. So I'll keep you guys posted. Please say a little prayer for us, a little prayer for Bo, and that he pulls through this. Our God is good. Our God is good. So He has a plan. So just say a prayer for us. Thanks for watching, guys.